Hello again, Falcons fans. J.Mike coming to you from Flowery Branch, Georgia, where the Falcons are in the first week of voluntary offseason conditioning. The team reported back yesterday, and today was the first real day of pumping iron and starting to get in shape for the 2009 season. Got to catch up with Erik Coleman for a few moments just a minute ago, and he's very excited about the season getting started and also very keen on some of the younger guys on the defense, especially the ones who may be called upon to replace the free agency departures. So without further ado, Falcon safety, Erik Coleman.
Well, Erik, the offseason seems to go very quick. What have you been doing to stay busy and to recharge and relax, knowing that the season's coming up again?
Well, at the end of the season, we had a daughter. So, I've just been spending time with my family, getting that quality time in, working out in the mornings, coming home and hanging out with the daughter. And, but we're very excited to be back in Atlanta and getting back to work.
Now, getting back to work has to be something this team was really excited and eager for, especially considering how last season ended. Did you stay in touch with a lot of the guys, and was that kind of a theme through this? It's really been about 2 months off, month and 2.5 months off. Was that a theme to get back to work to make sure that what happened in the playoffs doesn't happen again?
Oh, yeah. I definitely kept in contact with a lot of guys from the team. Everyone was, disappointed on how the season ended, but, and we're very excited to get back and lay down our foundation for our season. This is the time where you build up your structure and put in all the work. Put your money in the bank right now and you cash in during the season.
Now, it's been discussed, and it is definitely behind the team, but there were some departures, especially on the defensive side of the ball, some guys who aren't here anymore. What do you think, just at a high level, looking at all those different moves, and those guys, the opportunities that they're moving off to get, and also replacing them, because there were 5 starters from the defense that are going to have to be replaced?
Yeah, the departure of some of our veteran guys is, it's tough to see your teammates leave, but, at the same time, this is the business, and, you got to keep progressing and keep doing what's good for the team. I talked to some of those guys who are leaving. They're, some are on different teams, and some are just hanging around. But, I think that they'll transition well. Football has been great to all of us, and as many years as you can play, it's definitely an honor and a privilege to be playing this game.
Now, defense is going to be a point of emphasis for this team. Thomas Dimitroff talked about it in the draft, that it's where we're going to have to make some changes. And at your position, too, how do you replace a guy like Lawyer Milloy?
I don't know if you can replace Lawyer Milloy. I think that you can, you could try to add a lot of energy. You can play with a lot of fire. Take what he left and use that as motivation. He's a very intense player, very fiery guy, good leader, and if that probably rubbed off on a lot of us. You know what I mean? I know it rubbed off on myself, and maybe I can just take what I learned from Lawyer and progress. And same with Brooking. There's some good players that we lost, but at the same time we learned a lot from them.
Tom, fans, you can't see this, but Thomas DeCou just walked behind me and gave you a little grief, it looks like. But that's a guy specifically, I think a lot of fans want to know how he's developing and could be the guy starting next to you by the time opening day comes around. What do you see in his game to fit in this defense as it continues to evolve?
Thomas is a very good athlete back there. He has great instincts playing in the middle of the field. A great competitor. I'm looking forward to playing with them. We got some guys back there who can do a great job. Jamal Fudge is a good player. He's a big-time hitter. Shevis Jackson, Chris Houston. All those guys are good players that I'm looking forward to playing with and growing with as a secondary.
Talked about Chris, but with Dominique Foxworth going to Baltimore, there's going to be some changes there at corner too, with Von Hutchins coming back. What do you like out of that group? Because it seems to be pretty deep, but young, almost like it was last year in terms of being a younger group on the defense.
Yeah, I definitely think that we're a young team, but everyone here wants to work and everyone's trying to get better, and I think we work well as a group together, from spending time off the field watching film to on the field at practice trying to, improve our technique. We're always trying to get better and trying to improve and make ourselves the best defense that we can be.
With that in mind, I'll leave you with this. What are some things that you've been doing out there? It's only the second day of workouts, but what are some things that the coaches have been putting you guys through? Is it different than it was last year in terms of the weight room, or is it going to be different? Is there a theme that's already taking place?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it has to be different. You know, you have to raise the bar. You know, we set the bar last year, and then we have to just keep going up from here. You know, I think the workouts are a little more intense. You know, working on our agility, working on our speed, you know, our strength, all those things, but taking it to the next level, working a little harder, pushing yourself harder. We're going to have to do that to be a successful team next year.